Hey guys, welcome back to another lesson in my beginner piano course level 1. If you enjoy these videos, don't forget to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. In this lesson, we're going to learn a performance song, which again reinforces the new intervals that we learned. And it's going to be in 3/4, and it's a tune that I'm sure all of you have heard in your life before, and it's called Amazing Grace. Now, there's one thing in Amazing Grace that we need to address before we start it. As you can see, the first bar only contains one crotchet or one quarter note, but the time signature says that we are supposed to have 3 beats in every single bar. When you see a bar which doesn't have all the beats that it's supposed to have, we call it an upbeat or pickup measure. And that means that this note is going to be slightly less accented than the first note of the next bar. So the first note where you see amaze, the C, that's going to be the strong beat, and the upbeat is going to be the weak beat. So it's going to be a little bit quieter and less accented. And we basically count it as the third beat. So 3, 1, 2, 3. Another thing that you need to know about upbeats is that all the beats that are missing from the first bar are going to be added into the last bar. So the first and last bar together should make up 3 beats. And in this case, we can see that the first bar has 1 crotchet beat and the last bar has a minim, so 2 crotchet beats, which makes up 3 crotchet beats. Let me demonstrate the song first and then we'll talk it through. Pretty little tune. The 2 biggest challenges of this little piece are the stretches in the right hand and left hand as well. So it goes out of the 5-finger position. We have to stretch much further out. And it has a lot of position changes and finger changes, which can make playing very difficult because it's not predictable where the hand needs to go. We have to learn where we need to change finger and position. So I'm going to show the left hand first. It's slightly easier. We start in the C position, 5 on the G, 1 on the C, and we can see it's a tied note, so we're going to hold it for 6 beats. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and here we jump number 2 to the C. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 5 on the G, 1, 2, 3, octave, 1, 2, 3. Back to the C position. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Jump number 1 to the C. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So when you don't see finger numbers in sheet music, it means you need to use the next available finger, so assuming that there's 1 finger on each note. And every time you see a new fingering, it usually means that something is changing there, there's a position change, or sometimes it's just reinforcing a previous fingering that's using a finger change. So that was the left hand, very simple, just dotted minims or dotted half notes and 1 crotchet in the end. The right hand has the melody. Now let's play this melody. Starting on the G, we put number 2 on the C and number 4 on the E, so a very stretched out position. 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and crossing number 2 over, 1, 2. Now lifting up and back 1 on the G. 3, 1, 2, 3, changing to 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And of course, feel free to sing along. That's why I included the words for this song. So as you could see, we're doing not only position changes, but also a crossing. So we cross number 2 across the thumb, and we lift it up quite a few times to readjust the position. So play this right hand very slowly many times until you can really do these big jumps and position changes, and when you feel comfortable with that, then add the two hands together. Remember, whenever you have a melody in one hand and supporting notes or accompaniment in the other hand, the melody always needs to be louder than the accompaniment. So as opposed to so making sure that the left hand stays nice and gentle in the background, letting the melody of the right hand sing out loud. Make sure to count all the way through 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, because the rhythm is a minim, crotchet, minim, crotchet, or half note, quarter note, half note, quarter note. So it has a beat of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. When you get to the higher notes, try to read the intervals instead of the notes individually. It's mostly skips and steps and a couple of fourths here and there.